Like, what is the most rewarding part about you being a podcaster?
Wow, the most rewarding part about me being a podcaster is so many. Well, I realized this past weekend that one of the guys that's at my church, right? Like a lot of folks don't know this. So he finally watched the show. Finally watched the show, and he told me about it. You know what I'm saying, and he told me that he would like me to be a part of their social media platform. I said, "Oh well, thank God." So that right there was the most rewarding part, and folks just tell me that I do a great job. Like folks that I thought ain't watched the show, they actually watched the show.
When I'm coaching women and I'm telling them that no is powerful and it's important, it's like, why do you really care about the other? Like, honestly, ask yourself, why do you really care about how they are being inconvenienced by your necessity? Like, why do you care? What about them changes, rules, or moves your world? The ultimate answer comes back to their affirmation. That's what it's their affirmation, it's their applause, it's their that you have told yourself you need in order to move through life. And the reality is, you were born alone, you're gonna, die alone.
Hey, is it hard?
Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Silence with Nikki Nicole, where you can unleash your inner voice. So, season 5 is still going with some amazing guests, and I'm excited about spotlighting them and finding about the amazing things that are doing. They're winning and they're going to the next level all the way around. On this journey, you have discovered that in the past seasons, pain was uncovered, new talent was discovered, and so much change has occurred over these past 5 seasons. And I'm just excited about everybody that comes across the Breaking the Silence platform. Every episode, somebody breaks their silence in some type of way. And I will continue to shine that light on people, even when the darkness tries to empower people. We're still going to rise to the next level. So it's time for us to be heard. It's time for us to be healed. And it's time for us to transform into who we truly are. Today's guest is Breon Nichols, one of my Pisces podcasters. He is the host of K.W.U. Y'all got to tune into his episodes. He has some amazing guests on there. Every now and again I get to chime in on him and surprise him and let him know I'm there. So I'm excited about finding out what his journey is like as a podcaster. All podcasters have different stories, from where they start to where they're in the middle and to the end. So after his countdown, please welcome Breon Nichols to the Breaking the Silence platform. Hi, Breon.
Hey,
Thank
what's
you so
going
much
on?
for being a guest on Breaking the Silence today. I'm excited about talking to you and finding out about your podcasting journey because all of podcasters have different stories,
Uh huh. Yes.
So tell
It's
me, what inspired you to start your podcast and how did you choose your focus or your niche for it?
oh man. Well, my podcast was just a thought. Truth be told, you know what I'm saying. that the Lord had gave me going on 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? It's the podcast really started from Facebook Live, believe it or not. You know, so I was consistent with that. I had some co-hosts. I had co-hosts in on during season 2. That's when all my co-hosts broke. So at first I was kind of like not used to it, but I know that it was God plan to just push it by myself. So that's what I've been doing every since. I do have co-hosts that come on like once a month now because I know that they have stuff to do. So
Now, how's that journey been having co-hosts? Because I tried that one time and that was enough for me.
uh well I had to grow myself in season 2 because I realized that they was being burnt out. I realized that they had just, and I learned that I when I rely on folks, it becomes disappointment. So I've learned not to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I learned to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God that He was there with me. You know, right now I'm on season 3, and this one is very long right now, but I don't mind though. So it's cool.
Awesome. So I like to, throw something in there. Like, what is the most rewarding part about you being a podcaster?
Wow, the most rewarding part about me being a podcaster is so many. Well, I realized this past weekend that one of the guys that's at my church, right? Like a lot of folks don't know this. So he finally watched the show, and he told me about it. You know what I'm saying? And he told me that he would like me to be a part of their social media platform. I said, "Oh well, thank God." So that right there was the most rewarding part, and folks just tell me that I do a great job. Like folks that I thought ain't watched the show, they actually watched the show. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "All right, cool, thank you."
Nice. Now I'm about to shake it up a little bit because as podcasters, we do have those challenges too. We have
Uh
challenges of time zones. We have challenges of guests not showing up. We have a lot of going on. So, what is the
right.
biggest challenge for you as a podcaster?
Wow, where can I start? Mm, wow. I believe that it's the time. The time zone is different, you know, and I say that because some of my friends is out west, so I have to tell them. Say if I had a show at 4 o'clock, I let them know like it's gonna be like 1 o'clock your time, Western time, or I got friends that's in the Central time. You know, 4 o'clock 4 o'clock here, it's like 3 o'clock there, you know. So I let them know like it has to be on my time, you know. It has to be, you know.
Exactly. It has to be. But a lot of
It
podcasters that come across say that time zones is the most challenging part. But there's so many elements to me. I can't just say time zone because it's a lot of things that play factor. People being late is my biggest thing. If you don't
yeah,
be in my studio on time, and I used to give people grace all the time and just wait 30 and 45 minutes on people. But everybody's time is valuable. So, and me, as
yeah,
time goes by, you get a booked and busy schedule that you really don't have that time in between to like wait. But so that's
right.
my biggest challenge. That's my biggest challenge. So let me ask you this. What is the story behind your podcast name?
Wow, the story behind my podcast, and like I shared with y'all, was just a thought. And when I had the thought, I shared it with a cousin of mine that had transition. She transitioned a few years ago, and when I got my first shirt made by her, I was like, "Oh, I already bet, cool." You know what I'm saying? And like I thought about this for a while. K.W.U. You know what I'm saying? So and like like my audience play a big part in it. You know what I'm saying? So K.W.U. stands for kicking it with us. As y'all can see, I got my shirt on. You know, K.W.U. You know what I'm saying? I got on one of my shirts like right now. So that's what it stands for. You know?
I see you. I see you with your merch over there. I
Yeah,
see.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So what is a typical process for you like with preparing for an episode, especially when you get ready to interview guests? What does that day look like for you?
What does that day look like for me? Well, normally I'll do some research like a few days ahead. You know what I'm saying? But as I've learned that it's just talking. You know, it's communicating with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I like to use this term. Because I like to watch sports and I like the sport of basketball, right? And I feel as though that without communication, you ain't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's very important in life. Communication.
I agree. So, what do you look for in guests when you go out there and you say, I want somebody on my platform? Do you have themes, or do you have, you can interview anybody like me, or how do you go about finding guests or looking for guests?
Oh man, well, a lot of my guests say that they see me on YouTube, and I be like, okay, and then some of my guests see me on different like platforms. Like I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, uh, Instagram. I'm on Twitch. You know, Twitter. So a lot of my folks see my shows in my links. You know, and like I said, I'm in groups on Facebook too, so I like to share my shows in the groups. They like what
Nice,
they see. They inbox me. Okay, just give me some time. Give me a few days. Probably give me a week.
nice, love it.
Yeah,
So, can you
yeah.
share a memorable experience that you had? Maybe just a conversation you had with one of your guests that left you with an impact.
Dang. Wow. Man. Now, one of my guests. Wow, that left me with an pack. I really believe that the guest that I had yesterday, he left me with a lot of stuff to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like the show was an hour and a half, and I'm like, okay, all right, I don't mind, but it was just the juice that he was dropping, me him going back and forth, and you was on the show, and I'm like, wow, all right. So that was one of them, and I had some guests in season two. They are rappers. They are artists out of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? And I called them like my bro and my sister, you know, and it was just like how when you talk to somebody and you have a guest and it seems like that you know them but you don't know them but you know them,
All
like
the
their
time.
spirit, and they feel like that I knew them.
All the time.
you know so yeah.
So how do you think that your podcast has evolved over the 3 years that you've been podcasting?
I believe that it involved, wow, how do I believe that it was consistency with me, and a friend of mine that he had put me on to StreamYard. At first, I wasn't going to do it. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was going to just stick to Facebook, But when I tried StreamYard out for like the first time, and I see that it could connect me to different platforms, I was like, oh, I like this. Look, all right, So I seen the evolve in that, and I seen the evolving in myself, because that some other times as Pisces, right, we are overthinkers, and I'm learning not to overthink, because one of my big sisters would tell, I mean, like bro, Breon, don't overthink, and I could hear like the mom in her saying that, you know, like nah, like we ain't gonna do that. I'm like, all right. So I learned that. So I learned that in the
I don't
process.
I don't think I'm ever gonna learn that lesson because I'm my biggest critic. So I overthink everything. I look over it about
You
three,
know.
4 times before I think it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just in me. At this point, I can't
Right.
change it. Well, we're gonna play a snippet of one of your episodes, and we'll be right back.
Ooh,
That you
I
want, you go
like that.
for it. You put
I
the
like
work
that.
in, the effort in to get what it is that you want.
I like that. I like that a lot, friend. Most definitely, you did. Um, what do you represent in society today? What do you represent? Who do you think you represent in
Me
society?
personally, I
Yeah.
represent positivity, growth, knowledge, all of that because this day and era is crazy. Like this world today is crazy. So for me
Hmm.
personally, I love what I do. Like I love giving back. You know what I'm saying? I love helping people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if I can help you, I got it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Awesome, awesome. So, what are some tips or lessons you've learned about sound, about editing or production since you've been podcasting?
Oh man, since I've been podcasting, oh man, I believe that it has been sound. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that it has been like the background and just paying like the bill on the platform that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? StreamYard is good. You know what I'm saying? That's a good that is a good system to use, you know?
Yeah,
So
I'm a fan of StreamYard now. StreamYard is my baby. I love StreamYard.
yeah,
And
yeah,
shoot, I tried
you know,
Riverside, but Riverside wasn't it. It wasn't it.
yeah. So and as you can see that I don't have a background right now because I got paid the bill, but that's cool though. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good because, like I told you before, I'm working on right now getting a backdrop, so that's gonna play a big part.
Big part.
So I'm gonna
Big
have
part.
fun. I'm gonna have fun with that. Soon as I order the backdrop, look. Soon as I order the backdrop, so
So,
yeah.
what's something that you wish you knew before you press play that nobody told you that you had to learn on your own?
Say that one more time.
What's something that you wish you would have known about podcasting before you started podcasting and pressing play that nobody told you that you had to learn along the journey?
Uh, Before I started to podcast, wow, man, just I'm trying to look for the word. Lord help me. Just endure and always have a plan B. Yeah, endure and have a plan B. And I say that because it's very important to have a backup plan. You know, it's very important to have a backup plan
You got
in
to have a
life.
plan B, C, D, E, F,
You
G.
gotta have you gotta have all those in life. You know,
I agree. I
so
agree. So, how important do you think it is to stay consistent, and how do you stay motivated and to release these episodes on a regular?
oh man, I've I pray. What else can I say? I don't know if you know this, but I took a break. You know what I'm saying? Like I took like a week break. You know, and that played a lot. You know, and I believe when we take like a break, you know that you come back strong. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because I feel as though it was a detox. from everybody and from social media as well. You know, and as you can see that I tell folks that the show not gonna be on Facebook for a while now. Yeah, I mean, unless, and that's why I have my link now for the YouTube, and I always add my followers now because I want to build that platform up. You
Right,
know,
right.
yeah.
So we're down to our last question. If you had the opportunity to have a conversation with your younger self, what advice would you give yourself?
Him. If I could tell him my younger self, all right. So how young? That's that's the question. How young?
Let's say 18.
Dag him. If I could tell, okay, I'm 36. If I could tell the 18-year-old me, if I could tell him something, I would say, bro, just keep on going. Yeah, just keep going. You know, and not just that. Get closer to God. Have a relationship with Him. Yeah, I would tell him that. Wow.
So, wow,
Yeah.
yes. That, you know what? When you look back over your life, you be like, man, if I would have
Yeah,
did
I'll
this
tell
and I
him
would have
that.
did this.
I would
Tell you.
tell. I would tell him, to get closer to God and endure, regardless. Endure. Yeah.
Mm. Well, we're down to BTS, what I like to call the BTS 30 seconds of fame. So I'm gonna run your countdown. And then after the
Hmm.
countdown, you're gonna be on the platform by yourself. This is your time to
Oh.
shine. I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, where they can look at your episodes, how they can follow you, what's coming up next for you. Just
Okay.
shine. This the light is on you. So after the countdown,
Oh.
it's on you. All right.
Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? This your boy from K.W.U podcast, right? So I got the ball now, right? So I'm asking y'all to find me. Y'all could find me on TikTok at K.W.U podcast 610. Y'all can find me on Twitter at Bree K.W.U 610 as well. And where else can you find me at? You definitely can find me, what I'm saying, on Instagram at KWU 610. KWU podcast 610. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got some upcoming shows. This well, I got a show tomorrow. I got some, some projects that's on the way. I got books that is on the way. I got some inventory that's on the way as well. Yes, I'm an author, and I got my own clothing line as well. So that's gonna be on the move real soon to y'all. If y'all need anything, just hit me up on all those platforms that I just named.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a guest. It's always a pleasure when I have a Pisces on my platform. So
Hey,
thank you for
hey,
your support. And you know, if there's anything I
anytime.
can do to support you, let me know. That's how we do. So
Amen. That's how we
I
do.
got you. And thank you so much
Like that.
to everyone else out there that's tuning into this amazing episode with Breon Nichols. He is the host of K.W.U podcast. Make sure you follow his journey. Purchase some merch. He said he got some books coming out. So hey, Pisces got to stick together so we can build each other up. Because I'm telling you, I hate to say it, them Pisces are some genuine souls and they really love people and try to support people. So let's try to uplift each other, period, whether you're a Pisces or not. But we have to try to learn to win together. And I'm going to say that on every episode until somebody in the back hears it, because it has to happen. If we do it together, it can happen faster. But we just don't get that concept because we're too worried about somebody else doing better than we are. So we can't help one another to get to another level because we're worried about them doing better. Once we get rid of that thought and that mindset, then maybe we can win together. But until next time, y'all know what I always say. I had to get off my soapbox. You matter, your life matters, your voice matters. Anything that you want to do in this lifetime, you can do it. But you got to believe it first, and then you can achieve it. And you got to also be kind to one another so you can reach the next level. So until next time, continue to break the silence with Arthur, Nikki Nicole. Later. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Breaking the Silence. I hope that you have enjoyed our conversation today and it has inspired you to think deeper, speak louder, and take action. Remember, every voice matters, and together we can create a world where we all win and no one feels unheard. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Stay connected with me on social media for updates and more powerful stories. So until next time, keep breaking the silence and making a difference.